I've created a small tree farm on my mega farm, but it is missing some key features, which we're going to be adding today, as well as expanding it. I'm Hugz. Welcome back to the mega farm. Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's tree day, of course, for the next, at least the rest of January. We're going to be working on this tree farm here, man. We've got all of our lodge poles positioned nicely over here. This area over here, though, we need to set up today for some American elms and lots of them. And to do that, we're going to have to cut down a bunch of trees. Actually, we're not going to cut these down. We're going to mulch these trees. And we actually have to mulch a bunch of stuff over here. That's right. I've got to set up this whole area for a sawmill and also a wood chipping, basically like production, I guess we should call it, which are going to go right back here. I think they're going to fit very, very nice back there. So let's kind of just take a peek here, see what we have to get rid of. This guy is right on the edge of our field. I think he can stay. Can I see where the dirt ends? Yeah, right here. Okay, so this guy can stay. That's good because it's a big one. That's what she said. No, no time for that, right? Jesus, first minute of the video and I can't. Okay, get your mind out of the gutter, Hugz. We've got this guy right here, an aspen as well. A couple aspens here, ranging in size. Oh, one of these Johnny Service berries. I hate those so much. And what is this guy? Beech tree? Yeah, beech tree. Man, I'm like an arborist, basically, if that's, I think that's the right word. A treeist, let's just say that. So yeah, we got to get the mulcher over here. We're going to take care of a bunch of these guys. I'm not worried about, like, you know, saving them and stuffing them in anywhere. That's all going to occur once these trees have all grown to full size. And then we're really going to, we're going to work the big stuff. It's going to be awesome. I got to go find my mulcher, though. I have no idea where it... Actually, I do have an idea where it is. We set up Old Custom Yard. That's where it is. I'm going to take Big Blue over here, the New Holland tractor. We're going to go grab that bad boy. Big Blue is looking a little bit dirty. Maybe I should give it a wash before we bring it back. Let's drop this over here. Yeah, we'll give it a wash when we get back to home base. Home sweet home. I love this place so much. I'm so happy I built this. Let me hook up over here, and I think on the way... Ooh, too close. I think on the way back, I'm going to grab myself a weight for the rear of this tractor, just so we don't have any balancing issues, because I could already tell, even though this is a giant tractor, it's gonna... I mean, there's a giant machine on the front, this mulcher, and it's going to have issues. So let's just get something real big, real nice. We'll slap it on the back of here. I don't think I have... Wait. I may have a weight over here. Hold the phone. We do. We have one over here by the door. What size is it, though? That may be a little too small. Let me hop out real quick. Let's check on the size of this thing. You gonna be big enough to counterbalance me? 2,300? How much do you weigh? I gotta look in the menu. I have no idea how much this thing weighs. 2.3 tons. Wow, that's a big weight. Let me look in the shop real quick and just see what other weights we can get. I think I might want to go even bigger than that. So the mulcher itself weighs 4.7 tons. So if I can get close to that, that would be optimal. That's a lot of tons, though. So the biggest we can get is going to be this Fendt right here. I have two options. Why do I have two options available? 3.3 tons. That's a ton, 1.1 tons more than what we've got. So I think we're going to get this guy. Yeah, this is the heaviest in the shop. And what, $34.50? We could buy that. Thank you very much. All right, let's go over to the shop and let's pick up our new weight. And if you're wondering why I need a weight, let me illustrate for you. We're going to do a quick stop. Ooh, I could barely stop. And my back tires almost come off the ground. That is no good, especially when we start getting on some hillier terrain. All right, there's our weight. I think we're going to back right up to it here. And we're just going to do a nice, quick little connection like so. Okay, we should be good to go. You know what? Let me raise you down. Nope, raise you up, down. I feel like down would counterbalance it better, but it's going to be on the ground. So we got to go up. All right, back to our little tree farm we go. And I can already tell it's driving much, much better with this. All right, we are back. Let's see. Where do we need to work the most right now? So this whole area back here needs to be cleaned up. Let's do what's on the field first. Yeah, let's start there. Let me swap to the old mulcher and let's get this bad boy fired up. Love this thing so much. Yeah, feel the power. That is amazing. I love just making trees disappear. And one more. Yeah. Oh, okay. This one didn't disappear, but it's all right. It's kind of disappearing slowly. There we go. Okay, only a couple more trees to go, then our field will officially be cleared and we can start planting again. But I think before I plant again, I'm just going to go through and clear all these trees up that are like right over in this corner. So that way we have plenty and plenty of room for all of our buildings that we're going to have to put in.
A few inches later.
All right, that was the last tree on our little field here. Now, before we go any further, I want to check the map real quick. So I got to be super careful over here that I don't go outside of these bounds. And it looks like we got plenty of room. So as long as we kind of keep it clear of the river over here, we should be fine. But we've got all this space right up in here to work for our buildings. So that means we got more trees that got to come down, at least up until I'd say, probably over here. Yeah, you know what? I'll start clearing from here back towards the field. And let's look one more time. We're still in. Okay, good. So I'll take care of this aspen, and these are some bigger ones too. They're probably not going to go without a fight. Yeah, they're all going to want to come down like this. All right, I'll basically start at this line, and I'll work my way back towards the field. We should be golden. Oh, I forgot the end of like the world is right here too. Oh boy, that changes things a little bit. It's going to be a little tight in here. I want my buildings to not be close to the end of the world, so I have plenty of room to maneuver around them with like the trees and whatnot. Here's our first like really big tree that we got to do here as well. Are you going to come down without a fight? Yo, beautiful. Oh, that was like best case scenario right there. Amazing. Oh, this one. I was hoping this one would be just as easy, but nope. Definitely not going to make it easy on me. I'm going to have to do this one the hard way. I think maybe if I come at it from the top here and I just mulch straight ahead, we should be good. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's going to work. That's going to work. It's still not going to be great, but it's going to be better than the alternative, which is, handling everything by hand. All right, this tree is being very annoying, so we're just going to place it over here very gently. Get out of here. I don't know. We'll stuff that in a sawmill or something when we get to building that thing. But I want to get to all these other trees over here. I can't spend all day on one, you know what I mean? And Downy Serviceberry going downy. That's what I love to see. It looks like I got a new hood ornament. How am I going to get this thing off? Oh, there it goes. Ooh, boy, we got a couple of these bigger trees that... Oh, no. Are you stuck between the... Okay, really is a new hood ornament. Great. Boy. I guess we're just going to carry this around with us. Oh, that one deleted so easy. Wish they could all be like that. That would be so nice. But I guess we'll just... Oh, and there's another one. Beautiful. So maybe it's just going to be these three here that really gave me troubles. And can I knock you off? Yes, we're finally free. We're just about done, though. Just a couple more smaller trees to clear up, and I got to move that one over into this pile here. And then I think we can go ahead and place some buildings down.
2 hours later.
All right, that was the last tree right there that we just took care of. Oh, wait, I'm a liar. I got more trees over there, but I was doing a little bit of thinking while I was cutting these trees down, and my thought process was... Why am I going to wood chip anything when I could just turn it into like furniture or other valuable sorts of things like that and sell it for much more money? And don't get me wrong, wood chips sell for a lot of money, but I'm pretty sure that furniture and all that stuff is the way to go when it comes to wood. So, oh boy, did I just... Hang on, I ran over my thing here? No, I didn't. Okay, I got worried that I might have gotten rid of a sapling or two. But there we go. We've got a nice big area over here that is ready for some buildings. So, you know what? Let me push all these trees onto our elm field over there, just so they're out of the way, and we'll get some buildings up and running here, and then we'll plant our elms after these are all, like, put into their respective areas. I mean, like sawmill. yeah, they're just gonna get chewed up and turned into planks and whatnot. So let's get we got two more to go. Okay, let's do this. Last one. Don't get stuck on me, please. Okay, we're good. Yeah, and look at all this area that we have now over here. Absolutely amazing. I'm gonna need to pave that over or something. For now, let's pull over here. Wait, whoa. Hang on. What are you? This little guy snuck by me here. How did I not see you? Let's just take care of that real quick. Did I get it? I got it. Okay, good. Now we can turn this off. So, what I want to put over here, there's basically space for 3 buildings. I can have at least 1 sawmill, possibly 2. I can have a carpentry, and then I can have 1 other building over there. So I'm not sure which ones I want to go with, but I know for sure the first one we're going to need is going to be carpentry. I just need to figure out which one I want to put down. I think we're going to put this one down right here. I haven't really used this one that much. I just need to look and get my bearings here on like where I put things. I'm pretty sure I dumped the trees there. The products come out there. My main concern is I want to be able to easily pick up the wood chips without, like, I don't know, having to pick them up one pallet at a time. That's so annoying to me. And it looks like this area over here on the right is where the wood chips are going to potentially come out, but I really don't know. All I know is this building looks pretty cool. It looks better than this one, which is like the default sawmill. Yeah, I like this one way better, and it's the same exact price. This is a tad bit bigger, though. I think I want to get this one pretty much right in the middle here. What are you overlapping with? Oh no, is there wood there? Is that a little chunk of wood? I don't know what it's overlapping with right now. There's something right here. It's getting in its way. I have no idea what it's actually interacting with, so we'll just put free move on. Beautiful. It's the best thing you could possibly do. We'll turn snapping on as well, so we're aligned with our field. And I think it should be good right there. Just go ahead and place this bad boy. It's going to be betwixt both of these fields, so I can easily access the sawmill from both, and then I'll have the support buildings that are building other things on either side. There's plenty of room over here, right? Yeah. Oh, there's plenty of room for everything. Let's go right there. How's that looking? I think that looks pretty darn good, man. I'm liking that. Now, what was over here that was giving me a problem? I don't see anything over here, if I'm being honest. Well, you know what? We got our sawmill. That's all I really care about. Let's test it out with these trees right here. Let's get this party started. We're getting this in. All right, number one. And by the way, I am going to be getting machinery to do this much more elegantly and not just pushing it with my tractor and a mulcher on the front. So let's go ahead and sell wood. Oh, beautiful. 4,492 liters in the very first dump. Let me actually open this thing up. Should be able to hold what? Only 140,000 liters? Well, we can upgrade it to hold more if we want to. That's fine for now. Let's go get these other two trees in here as well. Beep, beep, coming through. Nice. This is actually like so easy to do with this tractor. Quite amazing. I know it's going to get harder when we get to some bigger trees though. There we go. 9,437 liters of wood in here. What do I want to start producing? Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is not a split production, so you can't activate everything. Or maybe you can. Jeez, I don't even remember at this point. But I think we're kind of going to plan this around what our carpentry is going to need. So let's look at like some carpentry things here. So I don't own this one. This is in the city, but it'll at least show us the recipes here. So we can do wood, planks long. So regular planks will give us 14 furniture, 192 cycles per month. But planks long will also give us 14 furniture, but it does way more cycles per month. So we definitely want to be doing planks long there, and it's about the same. Okay, let's go back to our sawmill right here, and let's check out planks long. Takes 416 wood, pumps out 275 planks long, does 24 cycles per month. How many is that exactly? So that'll make 6,600 liters of planks long. And this guy will only need 3,360 liters to produce the furniture. Interesting. So we're definitely going to have a surplus of planks long while we're doing these productions. So that means I probably want to go through and when we put down our carpentry, upgrade it to tier 2. But for now, I don't think we need to do that because we're not at the stage where we're going to be having massive amounts of wood being piled in here. But let's go ahead. And I want to change this to distributing first. And then let's go ahead and activate this planks long. Let's start making some wood here. I'm loving it. It's been a long time since I've done like any real serious like wood sort of activities. So I'm very excited to be getting back to it. And this thing is producing for us 1 plank long. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. While we have the money, we may as well plop down our carpentry as well. And I think we're going to stick with these Highlands fishing expansion buildings. They actually look pretty cool. I like the old rusted out roof and all that cool stuff there. Now, where do I want to put this thing? I think we're going to slap this guy just right over here. Why not? Hopefully it doesn't interfere with our field. I don't think it will. Oh, that's ugly though. That is ugly. let's go through here. We got to soften this out. I'm going to go with a nice small tool so we don't go crazy here. I think that's looking much, much better. And you know what? Since we've got like concrete here under this building, maybe we go through and just concrete this whole area over here. I feel like that's probably the best idea. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We'll go with concrete industrial. All right, that's pretty good. I'm liking that. We'll add in another spot for, actually, you know what? I may as well just expand that for whatever new building we're putting in right now. We'll go right to about there where our tracks begin. And let's do the same thing going down, but not too far. There we go, perfect. Yeah, so now we have our like full building layout over here. And we can always customize this more if we want to. Maybe add some like decorations or I don't know, some different sort of pathways in here, not just this concrete all over, but we'll leave it like that for now until we have all the buildings that we actually want in here. But now that we've got that set up, it's time for us to go ahead and plant the rest of our American elms that we've got, or at least as many as we possibly can. Oh, and you know what? Before we even do that, let me just go ahead and go through here. We'll clear out this whole front area as we speak. See no reason to leave trees right in the entranceway of our little thing over here. May as well do the front as well. And I think I'll add in a little road too while I'm at it. All right, there we go. I think that looks pretty good. We got a little roadway now going out to the road. So yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, now let's go park this thing in here. Let's hop into our tree planter. Let's get some work done, shall we? Quick little disconnect right there, I think. And oh, I got to put my weight down too. I forgot about that thing. I think I'll just put this thing right there. Perfect. Okay. Time to hitch up to our tree planter. I should have the American elms in there already. Yeah, we got 240 full load right here. I'm going to try and stuff as many. Don't drive over the new trees, Hugz. Come on. That's why we made a road. What's wrong with us? All right. We're going to try and plant as many as we possibly can in here. But the spacing of this thing, it can be a little weird sometimes. So you just got to like roll with whatever it gives you, you know? I'm hoping to get maybe like close to 100 in here if possible. That's like best case scenario. We'll see how it goes. All right, there we go. Last tree went in right there. We got down to 155 saplings left. So we got a good amount down. We didn't get 100 quite. Just a little more room would have got us there, but I'm happy with the amount we got planted, man. Between our lodge poles and our American elms, we're going to have a lot of wood growing here. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Let's go park this thing. I want to see a little bit of growth. So what we got to do now is just go around the farm real quick. Make sure that all like the necessary things are completed for the month. I don't know how much we got to do. We probably got to go and check on the water buffalo at minimum, see how they're doing, make sure that they're all fed so the milk keeps flowing, if you know what I mean. And then yeah, we should be cleared to at least rest a couple months. I want to get these trees into like the next stage of growth at least. So that way I could see how things are going to be looking here. But all right, back to our custom yard we go. So I'm just taking a peek through here. It looks like the water buffalo are pretty good. They've got a good amount of TMR in there. So that's not an emergency. But if we go on over to the sheep, yeah, they are completely, well, not completely, but just about completely out of meadow. That ain't good. And we've also got tons and tons of baby sheep in here. some at varying stages of growth, but we're going to need to go through and probably call the herd here, I think. It's just they're eating through their meadow way too quick. Plus, if we go over to our productions, this one, yeah, wool almost completely full. So we need to put a stop to that real quick before things get out of hand. I think we'll take the pickup over there. No need to take an actual tractor. We're just going to like slaughter some sheep, so easy job for the pickup. All right, we got our field service vehicle here, which kind of like doubles as our personal vehicle. Now, somebody had said if I unfold this thing... No. What? Wait, what? What? Dude, this thing has this in here? Wait, and it's also got a toolbox back there. Does that mean I can I customize things with this? Okay, hang on. Let's pull it over to like just this tractor right here. Let's see if it gives us an option to customize. So if I go right here, oh man, this thing got way more exciting now. So if I go here and I go in, like, how do I get the customize option? I see the freaking toolbox in there. Maybe if I hold this thing? No, it's just gonna let me power wash. Okay, now that I know that this is a thing back here, there's gotta be a way to use this to customize, because why else would it have a toolbox in here, right? And a fire extinguisher. Well, I know why the fire extinguisher is there, but why else would it have this toolbox right here? Okay, well, I figured out how to refuel the tractor from this thing. So when you're over next to this side that has this counter over here, you can just refuel it, which is super duper cool. I still can't figure out how to customize things though. Oh, I think I figured it out, guys. Hold the phone here. That lance is the repair thing, I think. I think. Hang on, let me get this guy parked right over here again. We're gonna get something that is like very, very broken, or at least closer to. All right, so see, this one needs a little bit of mechanical work. If we pull it over there and we spray it, I think it's gonna fix this thing back up to 100%. Let's just park it right by the rear. And oh boy, you don't even have to spray it. You just get close and it fixes. Oh, that's super cool. Okay, now I know how this thing works. That's absolutely amazing. But I kind of wish I could customize things though with it and not just do like full repairs. But either way, that's still super cool. Now I know how to use this thing. That's all I ever wanted. That's it. All right, let's go ahead and jump in here. Let's fold her back up. And let's head back on over to the sheep. And I think we're going to do the goats as well. May as well just thin the herd all around. I don't even remember where we moved the sheep to. Hold the phone here. I got to check the map. Here's our goats over here. I feel like they're over here somewhere. Yeah, way over on this side. Okay, that's a little bit of a trip. Here they are. All right, let's pull in here. No parking lot, so we'll just kind of... we'll go right here. All right, sheep, what's the problem? Let's take a look over here. There's no buildup of wool right there, which is good. That means that they haven't overproduced just yet. So we kind of just spotted this right in time. But let's go in here and we want to go to sell. So we've got our 60 months old here. We're going to keep them for sure. And we've got 17 months old here. Ooh, I think we're going to sell these two batches right here. And then we'll let these like younger ones grow up a little bit more and we'll sell them when they're more profitable. So let's go ahead, 136 there, 64,000 bucks we're gonna get for that. That is awesome. Sell them. And these guys right here, 12 months old, we'll sell them as well, 47,000. That's, man, sheep are very, very profitable. Amazing. Okay, beautiful. I think that's all we're gonna trim from this herd right here. These are not producing wool anyway, so it'll give our spinnery a little bit of time to catch up with things, hopefully. We'll see. And this is said spinnery right here. Yeah, super duper full, but it's producing for us, so no complaints from me. All right, let's go head over to our goats. We're pretty much going to do the same thing with them, but I think the ages might be a little bit different. We'll have to see when we get there. You know what? Since I'm over this way, may as well just check on the gals over here as well. How are we looking? Let me get like exact totals here. So Meadow 62. I don't care about Meadow at all. What am I talking about? Straw 3,600, hay 25,000. So they're getting a bit low. Let me go over here. This is hay, I think. No, that's silage. Yeah, they're getting a little bit low, but they've got a little bit to spare. I think we can wait at least a couple months before we got to refill them. All right, back onto the goats. Okay, goats. First of all, let's check this guy. How much do we got in here? Goat milk, we've got plenty. Goat cheese, we have 40,000 in there. Plus, we've got all this out here. Are you getting close to full? That's what I'm mainly concerned about. Let's actually look in the production menu. Yeah, goat milk, very, very close to full. But goat cheese, we got plenty and plenty of room. So let's go on over here and how's it looking? I mean, we've got a lot of goats. I know that for sure. 701 goats to be exact. That's such an insane number of goats. All right, how are we looking here? We've got 60-month-old, we've got 5-month-old, and 0. You know what? I'm actually not going to cull these guys just yet. I want to let them grow a little bit more. If we get these to like maybe 12 months old, we should be able to sell them for a lot more money, and they still have plenty of meadow as well. So we're not in such an emergency situation over here that we have to take drastic measures just yet. All right, well, I think that pretty much wraps things up. We can go ahead and head on over to one of our houses and sleep. Yeah, let's do that. And I see some comments from some of you guys saying I need a new house, but I actually have 2. Look, I've got this one right here, and then I've got one back at the old farm too. But I do agree that maybe it is time to get something a little bit upgraded, something bigger and badder. Let's look and see how much that would cost. Here's all the farmhouses right here. If we go down to like the McMansion status right here. Oh boy, that's a big one. That's a big old house right there. What about this guy? This one might be more my style. It looks nice and it'll kind of fit right here as well. Can I get rid of this one? I could sell that one for 18,000, but I don't want to. I like that one there. We'll probably put this one wherever, you know, we figure it out in a brand new spot. This one's kind of cool too with the green roof on it. I like that. This one's super tiny and it costs 245,000. That's insane. All right, that's enough house shopping for now. Nobody could buy a house in this market anyway. Let's go ahead and park and leave the truck here. We'll sleep for a couple months. Let's do this. I think we're gonna go for, what are we in? January, February, March. Let's look at planting season real quick. See how many months we can actually sleep here before we have to start planting and whatnot. Looks like we should be able to go to like April before we really start cutting into when we got to start prepping the fields. So we'll sleep till April, and I will see you guys in a couple months.
One eternity later.
All right, we've made it to April. I don't know how much our trees will have grown by now. Oh, and it's hailing. Hang on, hold on. Let me get under here. Need some protection. I don't know how much our trees will have grown in those couple months, but let's go check them out and see if we have any sort of growth. And maybe they've finally moved out of the sapling stage. Always hailing in April. Or wait, is this just rain? Can't even tell if this is just rain or hail. I see some bouncing around down there. I think it's hail. Whatever, we'll be fine. Let's go over to our tree farm. Oh, and if you were wondering, our sheep have meadowback, so that's really, really good. Our culling here did a good job. All right, show me some trees, man. Come on, at least, no, they're not any bigger. Dang it. I was hoping they would have grown a little bit. Let me look here. Oh, you know what? Are they a little bigger? No, they're not. They're not a little bigger at all. All right, well, they are at least 3 months older. Show me any info here when I go over these guys? No, nothing. All right, well, we'll have to wait a little bit longer for these guys to grow, but I think we did pretty good work today. I'm happy with what we did. If you guys are, make sure you drop a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Notifications turned on. It's absolutely free. It helps out the channel tremendously. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.